Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is xhairymuppetx, and this is game number 4 of the DreamHack Valencia Grand Final Series. It is a ZVZ. It is our red Zerg player HyuN versus our blue Zerg player Jaedong, and Jaedong, man, is not going to be happy at the moment, man. Against a very strong player like HyuN, he came out guns blazing. Game number 1, did a beautiful game, man. One of the best games I've ever seen from Jaedong. Just did everything perfect, got the win, game number 1. And then HyuN hit back, man. HyuN hit back with roaches, HyuN hit back with hydras, HyuN hit back with some awesome play. Jaedong making a small mistake in game number 2, actually, which cost him half of his army, I feel like. And yeah, he's now a game down, man. And HyuN needs one more win to take this out. So Jaedong's got to be kicking himself a little bit, but he is not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. He can still take this game away and head it out to an ace match, and I would love to see him do that, but I don't think he's going to do that with a 10 pull, because he tried that last game and it just, oh my god, that was a 12 pull. I gotta say, that was a 12 pull or a 13 pull or something like that. So this, I'm going to say this is probably fairly standard. Yeah, he's probably going to go into a hatchery after this. HyuN also choosing to go for a pull first into hatch. So that's pretty crazy. Usually he gets a hatch first, but maybe he's sick of getting 10 pulled, so he decides to go for a pull first. And yeah, that's going to be crazy. And there we go, both players going for a hatchery. Will we see simultaneous times? No, HyuN gets it down half a second earlier. So great job there from HyuN, getting it out half a second earlier than Jaedong. And I don't know, does that mean he's going to win? Maybe, maybe not. His pull was a little bit late though. That's at least 3, 4, that's like 4 seconds late, man. Unacceptable, though there is one worker ahead, so I suppose, you know, it's doing something, but his Overlord is late, man. Where is his Overlord? Is he even building one? Yes, he was. He's just finished out then. So close, man. ZVZ is just so close. It's insanely close all over the place. We do have a gas coming down for Jaedong. Possibly thinking about Ling speed, possibly thinking about Banelings, or just thinking, you know what, I really need gas right now. You know, I really should get a gas, and I would not be surprised, because everybody needs a gas at some point in their life. And this Queen's going to go Overlord hunting, but yeah, that's not going to happen, man. So, all good. And meanwhile, this Queen is going Overlord hunting as well. So, if only these Queens knew that they had such a common interest, they could put aside their differences and become fast friends. But unfortunately, what is it? It's like Romeo and Juliet, man. You just, except I don't think they're going to commit suicide at the end. I think they're just going to kill each other at the end or something like that. It's just going to be all sorts of bad news. There we go. Very nice drink. And HyuN looking to get the worker advantage nice and early. Looking to do some good stuff. But yeah, Jaedong is not going to give the worker advantage away that easily. He's still going to be building some workers. And here we go though. He's saving up for speed. So this is going to lose him a few workers. But speed early on, definitely a good thing to be getting. And yeah, game number 4, man. I got to be rooting for Jaedong because I love ace matches, but HyuN is so strong. He may just take it away here. He may just completely own it. Or I don't know, maybe a 50-minute match, man. I have seen very little ZVZs that go for 50 minutes. I've seen one, and it was Swarm Host. Both players had Swarm Host, and that was just like a snooze-a-thon, man. I mean, Swarm Hosts are good, but when both players have Swarm Hosts, it's just like, oh god, when is this game going to finish, man? It's just so long, it's just not fun. So I'm not going to hope for a 50, maybe I shouldn't hope for a 50-minute ZVZ. If it's Ultras and Vipers and Broodlords, that would be awesome, but Swarm Host, man, it just drags it out. And what do we got going on? We do have a Roach Warren coming down for HyuN. He loves his roaches. You can notice that he doesn't really go into a massive amount of Ling tech unless he has to. If Jaedong goes for some early Ling pressure, he counters with his own Lings, but otherwise, if left to his own devices, he does tend to get the Roach Warren down quite a bit sooner than Jaedong. And Jaedong loves to get his ling harass as well. He loves to get out. He loves to put it down some ling pressure. And I'm sure he'd love to snipe this hatchery out with a bunch of lings. And we will have to see if that's what happens. Because, yeah, he hasn't actually got a lot of lings. He's starting to get some out now. And this is when he can start to think about taking this hatchery out. But I don't know, man. I mean, HyuN already getting out 4 roaches, and more will follow them, but a ton of lings coming out. You can definitely think about sniping these queens. The queens are very much out of position. And look at this queen, man, moving over to this hatchery. This queen is all out in the open. This is like a big fat cross on her ass right now, and these lings could do an excellent job, but they are going the opposite direction. They're looking to move in here. Not sure if I like this. He must know about the third base because his overlord just got sniped there by the queens. But it looks like he wants to go for the main thing instead of going for the third. There we go. He's going to go for the third now. He's going to take this queen out and maybe try and take the hatchery out, but I don't think that's going to happen. The queen does go down, and the roaches are going to be just in time to take out this expansion. Meanwhile, Jaedong getting his own expansion, so he's looking pretty good. He's getting his roan roaches out, which is roan roaches is pretty awesome. And yeah, he's actually getting quite a lot of roaches out. So HyuN is a little bit ahead on workers, but not enough to really talk about. But HyuN has got the weapons advantage, a weapons upgrade. And Jaedong actually going for armor before weapons. That's a very interesting choice. I'd really be interested to know what his reasoning is for that. But of course, I can't really ask him, considering this is a replay and not a live game. So yeah. The roaches are going to be pushing out though, and that's about 8 roaches. That's very decent. He could put a nice bit of pressure on this third base if he so wished. Holy that's a lot of freaking roaches, man. How do you get that many freaking roaches, man? Alright, I gotta call hacks here, man. I gotta call hacks. That's too many roaches for the 9.5 minute mark. He's got to have cheated, man. I don't know how he cheated, but he's got to have done it because there's too many roaches. It doesn't make any sense at all for him to have that many roaches. But meanwhile, I assume that he didn't actually cheat because, of course, this game did go ahead and finish. And yeah, I don't think he got disqualified. So there we go. The roaches coming in. The workers having a go, but there's just too many. How did he do that? How did he get that many roaches, man? It's just completely insane. And there we go, the roach numbers just going in, reinforcements all over the place coming in to pack this up. And there we go, the GG man from Jaedong, and HyuN taking it away with a stupid amount of roaches, man. An absolutely stupid amount of roaches. He must have put up a mortgage on every single building he had to afford that many roaches, man. He's taken the battle, and now he owes the bank like 1 million minerals and 1,000 gas or something stupid like that, man. Because I don't know how. Yeah, maybe they're mercenary roaches or something like that. He hired them off another player. Maybe he bribed some of Jaedong's roaches, but I don't know. I can't explain it, but maybe we'll go back and have a look. Maybe we'll go back and have a look and see how you got that many roaches, because oh, there's 9.5 minutes. He already had that many roaches, didn't he? Yeah, look at this. Although he's got 18 at the moment. How many is he producing? 7. So he's just producing nothing but roaches, I think. I mean, what is Jaedong producing? Just random stuff. How does he get that much income, man? He's income and he's got the stuff going. I don't know, man. He's just a complete freak. Getting that many roaches out is completely insane. And yes, he has done the job he needed to do, man. Awesome. So many roaches got out there. I think as soon as he got his roach run out, he just went for nothing but roaches. And Jaedong is still messing around with Ling Tech a little bit, only transitioning into roaches a little bit later, and it just was not enough, man. It was just not enough to counter this massive single push of roaches, man. I would not be surprised. Yeah, look at that. I don't think he built a single Ling the entire game, man. He didn't go for anything but roaches. It was a solid roach push. And yeah, nothing but roaches all day, every day. You can see he's actually behind on workers here. Didn't actually push out his workers as much. He only pushed out as much as he needed to get the roaches. And then he just went roach crazy. And yeah, just total commitment to the roach build there. Nothing even sideways. No bailing nest, no Ling speed. I'm pretty sure he didn't have Ling speed. There we go, no Ling speed. And yeah, it's just completely insane from HyuN with that massive amount of roaches. And it just shows you when you go for roaches and nothing but roaches, just everything piled into it, how much you can actually get when you really push out, man. And that's just incredible. So yeah, really great job there from HyuN, taking it away and winning the grand final. He has defeated Jaedong, one of the best Zerg players I've ever seen, and yeah, good job HyuN, congratulations. Coming back off losing game number 1 so solidly, man. There is nothing wrong I can say about Jaedong's first game, but HyuN came back off it, off that awesome momentum push that Jaedong had. 3 games in a row, didn't even give Jaedong a second win. He just said, you know what, I'm taking this tournament. I don't care what it takes, I'm doing it. And he did that, man. It was Roach all day, every day, and HyuN made it work, and he is your champion. So there we go. DreamHack Valencia Grand Final. HyuN is your ultimate winner. And wasn't that just an awesome series of games all over the place, man? We saw Protoss, we saw Terran, we saw Zerg. I loved the amount of Protoss players we had in this game, man. There was like 5 of them made it to the round of 16, 5 Terran players. So yeah, but in the end, man, the Zerg players, as it seems like in every single tournament, is just Zerg. Every now and then you get like somebody like Tasia makes it to the grand final, or Stardust makes it to the grand final, but they're always facing off against a Zerg player, man, because the Zerg players are just so freaking good, man. Alright, we are done here. We are done with this tournament. There's no third place game, so we're going to have to move on to something else. I'm going to be finding some awesome just 1v1 random matches, maybe do a couple more ladder, I don't know, I've got a couple of other tournaments I can do, but I probably won't do as many games as I did in this one, man. Round of 16, I got a feeling that's maybe just too many games to be casting, so I'll probably do a couple of others. Start off with the quarter final, maybe do some awesome stuff. I'm thinking I can potentially do an entire tournament in a week if I do the quarterfinals, and that's pushing it. I might be able to do it, but that's really going to be crazy to try and cast it. But you know me, I am up for it. So yes, coming up after this, lots of 1v1, and we got to find some PvT, man. We got to find some awesome long PvT games to get our teeth into, man, because that's going to be freaking awesome. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later. HyuN, you are the man, and this has been HyuMuppet. I hope you've enjoyed this tournament.